Hey planner buddies, and welcome back to a new video, or if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Shelly and I'm the face behind Shelly Planners, and today I finally want to show you my 2025 digital life planner setup. I know we almost have February, but let me tell you something. I am a slow planner girl, so whenever I got a new planner, it's not that I'm just, jumping right into the planner and fill out everything. It is more that I just focused on the most important things, and as soon as I have time for something else, I dive into my planner and start filling out templates day by day. And this is what I just did, and I think I'm finally ready to show you a few pages and how I use my planner for 2025 and how I will stay organized. And if you are interested in this, keep on watching. So let's start with my planner. This is the 2025 Blooming Life Planner in Landscape. I am using the English version with the Monday start in pink and the classic weekly layout. If you are wondering why I'm telling you all the different options, it's because the planner is coming in so many different variations. I'm gonna write them down all in the description below so you can check it out if you're interested in it. And I would like to show you how my planner looks like. So this is the 2025 Blooming Life Planner, the first page. This is the cover, and I honestly really like the portrait orientation of the cover, because when you are on your library in GoodNotes, it looks like this, which looks very nice. And so this is the first page, and when we swipe to the left, we will see the real first page. I don't know if you ever had a wing book planner, so for example a Filofax or a happy planner or something like this. So for example, I was a Filofax user, and whenever I had a wing binder, I loved to decorate the first page, like it was a dashboard where you put washi tape on it and Polaroid photos and stickers and stuff like this. And I was really inspired by the first page of the real paper planners, so I decided to create a first page in the Blooming Planner as well. And you can see the result of something we did in an Instagram live. So if you don't follow me yet on Instagram, check out Shelly Planners. I go live there regularly, and we always plan together, like daily plan with me or weekly. Sometimes we also fill out different templates. So if you want to connect, feel free to join. So this is the result of something we did last year. So we created the first page together, and you can see that it's currently very pinky and a bit of a winter theme, because you can see the snowflake. This is basically an overlay I created on Procreate, and then I also added a few stickers. So some of them are in the Blooming Library. If you don't know what the Blooming Library is, this is an exclusive freebie library that is coming with the planner. So as soon as you get the 2025 Blooming Life Planner, you will have access to the Blooming Library as well, which comes with lots of freebies, and it's updating regularly, so it's definitely worth it. And for example, this little ring book here is from the Blooming Library. You can see I added a cute picture of my dog here, and I also added a few paper. This is a card from a Wonder Box from Indigahila. And I also added a few Polaroids. These are also from the Blooming Library with an image of myself and my husband. And then we also have another Polaroid here, which is from the 4 stickers with my dog. And so this is the first page, and I honestly really love it. And what I love about this page is that you can update it regularly. So as soon as we will have spring, I'm gonna create something else for this, and it is very fun to use. So on the next page, we have the instructions. This is nothing special, just for everyone who isn't used to the planner. We have a few tutorials and color codes and fonts and stuff like this, so this is nothing interesting. But the next page is the dashboard, and I think this is a very interesting page, especially for me. This page includes all templates from the 2025 Blooming Life Planner, and you can see that I added a few dots here. These are the pages that I already filled in, because when I plan or design a planner, I often create so many different templates, but I stick to my planning pages for the month, like the monthly calendar, the weeklies, dailies, and that was it. And I really love the Ecto template of the Blooming Planner, and that's why I marked it here with a dot to see which one I've already filled out and which pages are still left. And right now I worked on a few manifestation templates because this is mainly for my 2025 prep, and I also worked on a book library. And yeah, so this is how my template or my dashboard currently looks like. But now let's start with the real template. So the first page is the annual overview. This is customized, so basically it looks different. So let me show you how. This is how the yearly overview looks like, but I used 2025 mini calendars. These are also stickers available in the shop. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and I customized this annual overview in an Instagram live together with the community, and this is the result. So you can see it's very colorful. We have space for the monthlies. I also added a few anniversaries and birthdays and important days, and I mainly use my annual overview for birthdays or for very important dates and appointments or events. And last year I was still a corporate girl, and when I had my corporate job I also used the annual overview to plan my vacations and my days off. But since I'm now self-employed, I don't have this kind of thing to plan anymore because I'm working all the time, but I love it. And yeah, so I don't edit any vacations here, just birthdays and anniversaries. The key dates is still empty, so this is basically just another overview of the yearly overview. So I might use this for product launches or stuff like this. I may write down all the products I launched at which date, so that I'm gonna see at which month I launched something. This would be interesting for me, but right now I kept it empty. And then we have the quarterly page. This is a very boring page, to be honest. So you can see there are no stickers, nothing special. So this is just deeply planning. Just a simple planning page. And I use the quarterly to write down my priorities, some personal and work to do, a few projects that are coming in the next 3 months. And I also started to plan a bit, like a few launches and when I want to a few dates when I want to work on something and stuff like this, and also a few goals. The next page we have the quarterly reflection, and I'm gonna fill this out when the quarter is done. So the next thing I already set up is my monthly overview. This is the January, and you can see I use it a lot. I mainly use my monthly overviews for a quick overview, so just like I write down important appointments and launches and also a few other things, but usually I use it just for a quick overview, so this is no in-depth planning at all. And then I have my January overview. This is also a very simple page, such as the quarterly page. I mainly use it just to write down my priorities and goals, and just very, very simple. But right now it works for me. You can see I was very productive this month, and it helps me to just stay organized for the month and know what's coming up in the month, during the month. And I also used a small important event calendar here to write a few more information about my Instagram live, for example, a few things that I wanted to launch or that I wanted to work on and stuff like this. So this is very, very simple, but it works for me. I haven't used the January goals this month, to be honest. I'm gonna fill this out on February. So right now I haven't had specific goals, it was just like overall goals, like planning the month, planning the year and stuff like this. So I didn't have time to fill this out, but I'm gonna use it next month. And then I also have the health dashboard, and you can see I started tracking a bit, but to be honest, I honestly love this page. It is so beautiful, and I already, this page is from the 2024 Powerful Life Planner, and I loved creating this page. But even though I really like to track things, I often forget to track my habits and stuff like this. So you can see I did a good job in the beginning of the month, and then I just stopped, and this is always the same with me. So I try to focus on tracking my habits and stuff like this, but I mainly use the habit tracker in the weekly page, and then I just keep it like this. I also haven't done a vision board for January because the beginning of January was super busy for me since I worked on a few projects for Shelly Planners. so such as the German planners and minimalistic colors. So yeah, January was kind of simple. And then you can see the first page. I am using the classic layout, so you can see we have boxes instead of a schedule or something. And the weekly and daily pages are pages that I am regularly using, and I use them very, very detailed. So you see there's a lot. We have stickers, we have entries, we have my mood tracker and stuff like this. And I really love this weekly page. So on the next thing we have the daily pages, and I mainly use them to write down my tasks and stuff like this to organize myself. Sometimes I also use a schedule to, plan everything step by step. And I also use the white page to journal, so I often write down my memories of the day, things I'm grateful for, and also a few daily thoughts. And yeah, so this is how my daily overview looks like. And I also used many colorful papers or colorful backgrounds this month because this was such a trend in January in our community. So now let's talk about the pages I already filled in, and these are mainly from the manifestation page. So I'm going to show you how I use them. This is my 2025 intentions and vision board for the year. So I started with a few goals and my ins and outs, and also my motivation, my focus, and what I want more and less in 2025. And I also created a small bucket list for 2025 with things that I would like to do. For example, I want to travel to London with my mom. It is a very long planned trip. We've been planning it for like 10 years or so. I also want to use a pumpkin farm. This is something I wanted to do for also like years, but I never did. But this year it is the time. And I also want to do a few other things. And I also created a vision board based on my real goals. So back in 2024 in December, I went to a coffee shop and wrote down my vision for 2025 until 2028. And then I picked a few goals of it and created a vision board based on my real vision to, visualize my goals, my real goals. So I mainly use a vision board for setting myself into a mood, but I wanted to start with intentional vision board in 2025, and this is how my vision board looks like so far. I also started working on 2025 goals. They are also based on the vision I had for the next 3 years, and I started with 3 goals I wanted to accomplish, and then I also wrote down why I want to achieve them and how I split them into small tasks and which habits I need to support. So like, what do I have to do on a regular basis to achieve my goals in long term? And this page is golden for me. It is very, very helpful to, just have the goals for this year based on my vision. So on the left page, I have my monthly goals for 2025. I mainly use this page to plan launches and products. So I wrote down any ideas I had, and whenever I want to drop something, I wrote it in my monthly goal. And this is a kind of very helpful page because, for example, I have a few products planned in February, and now in February I would just pick everything and copy it, and then I would go to the February monthly goal page and paste it, so such as this. And then I know, okay, I have to work on these products in February to achieve the overall goal for 2025. And this is how my monthly system works, and I really like this, and I hope that it's going to be helpful. This is the first time I'm trying this system, and we will see how it works. I also have a small affirmations on the left corner here and another one here. One page I also filled out is the goal plan. So as you have seen, I have 3 goals for 2025, and then I also started to write down every single step I need to get done or what I want to get done and to achieve the big goal, so the first big goal of 2025. And this is how I used it. So I start with a smart definition, and then I wrote down my fun reward and also added a small vision board to visualize my goal. And then I also started thinking about how will this goal impact my life, what can support me, and possible obstacles and how to overcome them. and stuff like this. And I also wrote down a few action steps. So on the next page I filled out is the bucket list, which is this one here. And I came up with a few bucket list ideas for spring, summer, autumn and winter. If you want to see more bucket list tips, I also shared a carousel on Instagram and showed you how what you could also do. And this is how it looks like. So I'm gonna do a few of this in spring, summer, autumn and winter. I don't expect to do everything this year, but whenever I want to do something special or, you know, romanticize my life, I can just check the bucket list and see, okay, what can I do, you know, to just have a few cute moments in my life. And on the white page we have a general bucket list, and I just copied and pasted this from a previous planner because it's still something that I would like to do someday. And for example, I have Ed Sheeran here on a concert for activities, and I'm gonna go to a concert this year, so this is something that I can tackle off my bucket list this year. And I also have a few things for family, which is also gonna happen this year because I'm gonna marry my best friend or my husband, so we're gonna celebrate in a big wedding ceremony. And I also have a few travel goals and a few other things like, you know, video editing and vlogging and stuff like this. So on the last page I filled out for 2025 is in the manifestation area is the 2025 in pictures. This is also something I did together with my friend Laura from Laura Digital, and we filled out this together in an Instagram live. And this year I would like to track my steps, my mood, my reading tracker, so my books, and my K-dramas. So you can see I haven't filled out anything, but this is nothing bad because I have my steps in a step app. So I just have to synchronize it or just, you know, write the steps whenever I have the time for it. I also track my moods in my dailies or my weeklies, so this is something I could also add right now. I haven't read a lot in 2025, so this can still be empty. And I also already watched a K-drama, so I need to add the information in my tracker. Overall, I always want to fill out the 2025 in pictures, but I often forget it, so I might place a reminder on my dailies to fill this out as well. So on the last page I filled out for 2025 or for the entire planner is the book library. I already filled out my book library with the books I would like to read this year. So last year I didn't read a lot. I read about 9 books, and I really want to read a bit more this year, so I made a list with all the books I want to read this year, and yeah, we will see how it works. And what I like about this planner is that I have my books here and I also have space to review them. So as soon as I'm done with my books, I can write down all the information about the book, my thoughts, my favorite part, lessons and notes. And I have space for 10 books in this planner, so all the 10 books I got space to review them. And I also added a few ones here on the bookshelf that I still want to read, so I haven't read them yet, but these are not clickable, so I just write down what I have read. Or I might also gonna update this bookshelf and add the books that are actually in my bookshelf, but we will see. I haven't decided on this yet. So I also filled out my custom pages and notebooks. You can see that I already have a few. For example, last year I also created a journal with my friend, and we started, and also an Instagram live, and we started setting up a journal. So you can see I created a cover for January, and I wanted to use this picture or this tab here for January in pictures. So I still need to add the images right now, but it was on my list to do this. And then I also have space to write down my thoughts, so whenever I want to journal. But I mainly journal on the dailies right now, so I might just add the pictures instead. I also created a Fitzek library because I'm a very big fan of Sebastian Fitzek. He is an author, a German author for thrillers, and I took the time to collect all the books that he ever published, so at least the thrillers. And then I added a few labels like, you know, finished when I already read the book, or to be read when I still need to read them, and stuff like this. And I also wrote down a summary here on the top. I read 13 of 2020 books, so I know I still have 9 left. And I also added a review on each book that I read about from him. And then I also created a 2025 and 2028 vision. So this is a notebook. I'm not going to show you this because I want to keep this private, but I took the time to write down everything in every different area, how I envision my life for the next 3 years, and selected goals and really work towards my vision. If you are interested in knowing how to set a goal plan that actually works and how to write a vision and how to use this to set goals, let me know in the comments. I also created a carousel about this on Instagram, but if you want to know more about this, you can also let me know. And then the last notebook I created is for Shelly Planners. This is also for ideas, product ideas, brainstorm, wishes from the community and stuff like this. Yeah, and that was basically everything I have set up right now. So you can see I still have a lot of things to do, and I am going to plan to fill out, or I want to fill out a few pages together with you. So I'm going to show you how you can use this planner. But for now, this is my setup, and I honestly really like it. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Did you already set up your 2025 planner? Do you even have a digital planner or not? So let me know in the comment, and then I will say we will see us in the next video. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'm going to answer them as soon as possible. We will see us. Bye!